Hi, my friends and subscribers. This is Amanda, your art teacher, and it's July 6th at 9:25 p.m. And I just noticed that I hadn't made a video in 3 months, and that's a long time. So I'm back today to try to finish my gouache painting that I started a long time ago last year. And this is what I'm working from. It's a photo of Virginia Beach, and I just got back from there on the 1st at night, and it was a really good trip. I had a lot of fun, and I made some paintings there. I made this while I sat on the beach, and I painted what I saw, and I had never done this before, so it's kind of been a dream of mine to paint uh, Virginia Beach because that's where I spent summers as a kid with my family, and I just grew to love the area. So I'm sure I'll ramble more about that in a minute, but I want to just try to get straight into the meat and potatoes of this video, if you will. Well, I left off and I had done this cloud area, but it needs another layer. So I'm gonna do that. And I wanted to remove some of this paint right here, and I took off too much, and I ended up actually removing paint from this whole section, and it really hurt me emotionally because I had put hours, as you know, into this painting. I was devastated to just completely, not destroy, but I removed quite a bit of work that I was actually pretty proud of. So I took a break from it, and I was like, I don't know, it hurt. And it caused me to be introspective as well as to why I am the way I am in my relationships and just my personality. And we can get into that later, but I wanted to share this with you. It's Stephen Quiller, there's a glare, Water Media Techniques, Watercolor and Gouache. I checked this out at the library, where I have a library card, and I just wanted to see if it could give me some better insight into this tricky paint, gouache. And it did. It's really good. I would highly recommend it. He was really great, a really great painter. I bought a pitcher yesterday at a thrift store, and I got it for $1 because I wanted to make lemon water because it's over 100 degrees here in Las Vegas, and it's everything I wanted. It's so great, and I love it. Okay, blah. So I'm going to start from the back and work forward, and here's some pink. I need to put some of this pink here, and then when it dries, I will go over it, the second cloud layer, and I've been trying to make it as close as I can to this, but I just want to finish this this painting because I have 10 or more paintings that I haven't finished, and then that's not counting how many I want to do in my mind. So I have to finish this because it started out as what I thought would be a simple tutorial, but it's been anything but. It's been an emotional roller coaster for me. And how are you guys doing? When I painted this, some ladies were watching me, and they chatted me up for a little bit and became some of my subscribers. And this will be the new video for you guys to watch, so that's exciting. I hope you had fun at your party. And let's see, I'm gonna paint the pink, and then I will work on the green. So I'll put out some green, deep green paint. But I will need to mix it with a little brown. to sort of dull it a little bit. I forget the exact mixture. It's been a while, so it's always nice to re-enter a painting. It's like a portal to a different world. And then in another video, I mentioned how the white that came with my gouache set is now, okay. This is like a cream color, and I wanted my white to be like a bright white, so it stands out. So I went and I bought Holbein gouache, excuse me, in primary white, and it's much brighter. So I'm going to use some of that. And I have my little water mug and paintbrushes, towel. I'm just painting on the floor today because I felt like being in my room. And I got flowery pants. They're pretty great. Alright, I'll start painting now, I promise. So this is a very sheer light pink. So to make a sheer color, you just use more water than paint. And that will create what is called a wash of color. Oh, not enough water. I hope everyone had a nice 4th of July. I wish I could have stayed in Virginia a little longer, but I needed to come home. But Virginia Beach, there's no place really like it for 4th of July because it's such a huge military area. They just go all out there. Good energy. But I had a great time. I was there for four nights by myself, and then my dad showed up on the 23rd. His 78th birthday was the 21st. And then we hung out and ate a lot of food. I'm just removing some of the pigment right here because I noticed there's a little bit more highlight. It doesn't only go up that high though. Oh. Okay, I guess the pink is good. You can't really see it on camera, but it's there. And now I will start with the green. I have to redo a little bit of the dark green right here. See how it's dark green here? I removed so much that day, it really hurt. And then I'll put in some of the wave, and then right here, and then there's some dark stuff here. And then I'll add in the highlights. So I'll do that. And then when I was, I think a major block I've had with this painting is this white wave, and I just want to get it perfect, and I want to understand it. And I try to not overthink things, but I do anyway. And then fear of failure keeps me from doing something, and then that's kind of like a failure in itself. So you just gotta do it, and if it looks like crap, then it looks like crap. But I spent a lot of time. I was there for 12 days, and I spent quite a bit of time staring at and photographing the waves. So I could get enough of it in my visual memory to know how I would translate that into my painting. Let's see here. 'Too dark? I can't tell because gouache dries lighter. Than when you paint it on. And the forecast originally called for thunderstorms every day, and I was like, what? But then it was beautiful every day. Every single day I was there, it was just so beautiful. And the last day was the most beautiful by far. And that's the day I got in the water the most. And where is that? And I also rented this DVD. It's called Meridian Qigong. It's like this Chinese guy wrote a book about the qi, which is like the life force, which is in everything. And it really helped me understand energy a bit better. And, you know, now I look at waves a little bit differently. And my last day there, I really frolicked in the waves. They were so beautiful. It was warm out. And there's energy in me. There's a lot of energy in me. You can tell I won't shut up. And so, when there's energy in the air, there's energy in my hands, and there's energy literally coming at me in waves from the universe, like waves of love from the universe. And I would just like hold my hands out, like connecting with like these waves that were like crashing over, and they were fluffy and white, and I loved it so much. So I got some sun. I'm really tan, and I'm renewed. I really needed that vacation so much. I ate so much food. It was incredible. And my dad is 78. And I think, I don't know. I hope he's alright. He'll be alright. He's fine. It's just hard to see your parents get older, I think. I don't know if he has Alzheimer's or what, but there was something going on in his mind. I don't know, you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's my lighting or what. Or if I'm just not making strokes dark enough. See how it dried lighter than it was? This paint is too deceptive. And I know I haven't made a video in a few months, but I've been really busy. I've been doing the part-time receptionist job again, and that was fun, but um, it was hard. That whole 9 to 5 thing is really hard. It's never been my thing. I don't know. I'll have to figure something out. My girlfriend from childhood, Amanda, her name's Amanda too, and we were in the same daycare together when we were toddlers, basically, and she came out to visit me. She's thinking about moving out here. and that was really fun. She talked my ear off every day, all day, for a week straight. And, you know, I said I was renewed after my beach trip, but when she left, I was very renewed. I definitely needed some girl bonding time. And I showed her around, and we ate a lot of food, and she had a blast, and that was great. No, I don't like that. One of the agents at my real estate office kept making this face at me, and I can't stop doing it now. So, Mike, if you're watching, thanks for that. Okay. You can tell I'm hyper. It's exciting to chat with you, my subscribers, tell you all the things I've been doing. I'm not happy with the way this brush is making my little wavelets here, so I'm going to switch. Let's see, what else have I been doing in 3 months? I joined a gym so I can work on my fitness. I've been going to the library, like I said, and working on my brain. And there's always room for improvement. When you, the new phrase is level up. When you level up in, I don't like this brush either. When you level up in one aspect of your life, it changes your brain, and it somehow advances um, different things that you wouldn't even expect. I can look on the camera, the reflection in the camera, to see what is going on. Because when I look at it with my eyes, it does not look the same as it does there. Don't like how this looks. And if you're interested in reading about my trip, I did some writing when I was at home, but I didn't want to do too much work on vacation. So now that I'm home, I've been updating, writing about each day of my trip, and I've been including photos, and it's https://amandasartworld.wordpress.com, and I have recipes on there and pictures of food and my cat and silly stuff, the good stuff in life. Excuse me. Just adding a little bit of dark stuff to accentuate that area, and then I guess I should do that down here. So yeah, my dad and we stayed, I told you in previous videos that we stay at a place called Fort Story, and they have little cabins you can rent. And I took this picture that I started painting there last year, but when I saw my dad, he said that they're not doing that anymore. Like, they're completely closing all the rentals there. And I was kind of really heartbroken because that's such a special place to me. And I was really looking forward to it. And we've been going there since I was a baby, so it's pretty much like, home away from home. And to know that I will never be able to stay there again, it hurt. And with my dad getting so old and like losing his mental and physical faculties, it's like parts of my life are closing, and you can't go back. And I guess every day is a bridge that you cross. So let's see. And then he left and went to go close on a house. Him and my mom are moving to Orlando. I don't know why they would want to live there. My dad wants to live in Virginia, but he's doing it to please my mom. Don't know why he's doing that either, but most people do anything. And so he left me with um, a really nice rental car, this new Dodge Charger thing. And I was like, sweet, because I have been Ubering everywhere. It was cool, but I liked driving. Just like last year, he left me with a car. And I was like, what do I do with this car? I want to go on adventures. And we were in Norfolk at the time. And I checked out of the hotel. And I did my makeup in the car, listening to music. And I looked up best restaurants in Norfolk. Because, part of my blog is I eat food and then I write about it and I take pictures of it. So I was like, well, we're here. Might as well go adventure. So I went to a place called Freemason Abbey. And I read about the history of it. It has nothing to do with the Masons or whatever, but it is an old converted church in the downtown area. So I got to park and then I walked around this little area and it was really cute. I took pictures of the historic houses for, maybe I'll paint them. And then I went to eat, and this place had some award-winning she crab soup, which is a really famous dish around where I'm from. So I was like, okay, I gotta try that. And then they had happy hour, so I got a Caesar salad that was really good. And some crab dip with these little biscuit things. They were so good. And then I drove around Norfolk a little bit. It was really cool. I don't think I've ever seen downtown, and I didn't see anything that was like on the water, but this time I did, having the car. So that was really fun. And that looks kind of cool. So instead of staying at Fort Story, we stayed at this other place that you can. It's called Navy Getaways. Then it's for like military people to rent stuff, I guess. And they were brand new townhomes that you could walk right to the beach. And they were really, really nice. Excuse me. Drinking so much lemon water. So I don't know if you can see, I left a little bit of a highlight right there. Pay a little more attention to what I'm doing, huh? And so I really got to study waves and why they do what they do. And I always do, but I tried to really understand it this time for painting purposes, not just for enjoyment. And right here, it looks like it would be, kind of flat, but under the water, there's like a dip in the sand. And then the water that's under there hits it and it pushes it up at such an angle that it's like boop boop, and then it crashes over, and it's really cool. And then you get that. I'm excited to be back home. So with my brush, I'm trying to remember how it went. I can go like this, make some dark spots, and then imagine it going down, and then it goes boop, crashes over. There's dark spots up here. And remember to always let your gouache paint dry completely before trying to add another layer. And you would think that after all my videos of telling you that, I would learn my own lesson. Nope, not at all. So make sure you do that, or you will remove stuff that you put down that you really like. but it's coming along. This was an area that was giving me trouble, and I like it. Now, what else did I do? I didn't really do much. I didn't go to the botanical garden that I wanted to check out, and I didn't go to the aquarium like I had planned. But it was a pretty perfect trip, and it was such a satisfying trip that, I can come home and um, you know, be satisfied with being back here. And just trying to deepen up some of the spots down here that I see. Tuxie is in the room. Say hi. Hello. She likes to watch me paint. And I think that's all I can do for now. It's 44 minutes, and my videos, I think, can only be 45. So thank you for watching, and I will continue on another video. Welcome to my channel for all my new subscribers. Thank you, and I'm very happy and honored you chose to subscribe. Thank you.